Hey there, I'm Dane, I'm the developer of dypt, and I'd like to take a few minutes to show you how it could help you. So what is dypt? Well, it's a task manager for hectic modern day life that is designed to do three things really well. First, it lets you organise your tasks in whatever structure you prefer. You can create the categories you want and break down each and every task as many times as you like. Second, it provides you with an AI assistant to help you break down your tasks into smaller, easier to complete subtasks, or it will help you brainstorm ideas on any given topic. And third, it allows you to publicly share and collaborate on your tasks. You can share them publicly by providing a link. You can collaborate and work together privately with whoever you choose. You can even borrow great ideas from others and copy their useful task lists into your own account. All of this is wrapped up in an easy-to-use app that has all the usual features that you might expect from a productivity tool. So let's dive in and try it out. Today I'm going to be using dypt on my Mac in a desktop view, but dypt is designed to work equally well on mobile. In fact, as it's a web app, it works well across most devices. So whether you're on Windows or Mac, iOS or Android, you can have easy access to your tasks. We'll begin on the task page, which is the home base of dypt. dypt uses a hierarchy to organize your tasks, which means that you can have tasks within tasks and so on. We're currently at the top level of my hierarchy, which I've opted to organize into the categories I typically use. However, you can organize yours in whichever way you prefer. I'll start with some work-related tasks. In this example, I run Dane's bookstore. As we click into my work category, you'll see I've created a subtask for my bookstore, and within that, I have subtasks for the various aspects of its day-to-day running. So if we click into work here, you see that I've then got a subtask called Dane's bookstore. And within that, I've created tasks for each of the various aspects that come with running the bookstore. Now I want to start running some author events to drive some business. So first I'm going to have dypt brainstorm ideas of possible events that I could run. So let's give that a go. First, I'm going to click into author events. And then on this task page, I'm going to ask the AI to generate some ideas for me. So I'm going to click on the AI button, and then I'm going to ask it to suggest some ideas. Dypt will take a few minutes to think about it, and it will be shown by this flash and purple gradient that you see across here. And when it's finished, it will go ahead and add some new ideas to my task, like it's just done now. I like the sound of this first one, book signings with the local authors. I haven't run one before, so I'd like dypt to give me the suggested next steps to get me started. To do so, I'm going to click on the drop-down menu for this task and select the AI option to select subtasks. So we click here, the AI option, and then suggest subtasks. Now, like before, you'll see that it goes purple and starts flashing as it works through potential subtasks. Okay, this looks good as a starting point. I've already done some of these though, so I'm going to mark a few of them as complete. This one, and this one. Now when I do that, you'll see that it has changed the status at the top of the parent task to an orange status. This basically indicates that some of the tasks within it have been completed. And if I go up the hierarchy, you'll see that that persists all the way up. So you can see here that author events is currently an orange status. As I completed everything within this section and marked them all as complete, this would change to a green tick. So you can see that it cascades all the way up your task list. So you already know where you are at a glance, whichever level within your task list you're at. Let's go back into that task. Now I want this task to be a priority, and I'm going to add a short note for context. So first, to add a priority, I'm going to click on Edit, and then I'm going to change the priority to High. And I'm going to click Save. Now I'm going to add a short note by clicking on the Notes button, and in here I'm just going to say, I want to run an author event every Wednesday evening. And we'll leave it at that for now. I'm going to go back to the task. I'm going to work together with Eve to make this task happen, so I'm going to privately share the task with her. To do so, let's go into the task and click the Shared button. I'm going to click on Invite Users, and I'm going to type in Eve's username. Now, as Eve already has an account, I can just add a username. But if she didn't, I could enter an email and she'd get an email inviting her to the task directly that way instead. Next, I need to choose what permission she has. I want us to work together, so I'm going to give her full edit permissions, and then I'm going to go ahead and click Invite User. She'll receive an email inviting her to join the task. Once she accepts, she can work on it just like it was her own, changing the completion status of tasks, setting priorities, and adding and deleting subtasks as she sees fit. She can even use AI for help. Let's go back to the task. Okay, great. This is looking good. Now I'm going to go back to my home page by clicking the home icon up here. Next, I want to do a few pieces of home admin. So the first is that I need to get organized for tonight's dinner. So I'm going to click into home, and you see that I have a dinner subcategory here. I fancy a salmon dinner, but I'm not sure exactly which meal I'd like. So I'm going to add healthy salmon based meal and ask for some ideas. So to do so, I'm going to click in the add task box at the bottom. I'm going to type healthy salmon based meal, and I'm going to click the plus to add that as a task. So let's click into the task, click on AI and press suggest ideas. As before, it whirs away and thinks through potential ideas, and then I'll add them to my task list. Okay, what do we have here? I really like the sound of this second one down. So I'm going to click into this subtask, which is green salmon with mixed green salad. Okay, recipe for this, and then I'm going to use this little shortcut button over here, which is the dypt logo. Now, what this will do is it'll automatically add the task in one go and then start generating subtasks for me. So let's click that. Now you see it's added it, and it's thinking through potential AI tasks that it can add. I also need to get the ingredients, which it's told me to do, but let's ask it to expand it into a shopping list. So this task here is saying get the ingredients, but I'm going to ask it to use its AI to create a shopping list for me. So now it's thinking through what a shopping list might look like for this. I'll give it a moment. And now you see it's generated a shopping list of all the things that I need to kind of pull together. Everything from feta cheese to the salmon to Dijon mustard. Let's go back up to the task itself. I'm going to publicly share this salmon meal task so that I can ask my friends if they'd make any recipe or ingredient tweaks to make it that extra bit special. Doing so is really easy. Just like before, I'm going to click on the task and then on shared. This time I'm going to click on public sharing, and then I'm going to press start sharing. Now doing so creates a link really quickly, and I can share this freely with whoever I like. When those people click on the link, they can access it without a dypt account as easily as just clicking on a link. So that's a real quick tour of the key benefits of using dypt. In addition to what I've shown today, there's loads more features that I think you'll love, such as deadlines, reminders, and a calendar view, a dashboard showing your key need-to-knows, periodic emails keeping you on top of your tasks, the ability to add tasks from an image. For example, you could convert your handwritten notes into an easily shareable action list, and so much more. I'll leave it there for today. Hopefully I've convinced you to give it a go. If I have, dypt has a generous free plan, as well as some great premium offerings that allow you to get the most out of it. If you like the look of it, head to dypt.app and you can sign up in seconds for free. Once you're signed up, we have an easy to use onboarding guide that will take you through the basics in less than 5 minutes. That's it. Thanks for your time.